Alright, so I've got an idea that I want to share with you guys because I need feedback to see how valid it is. And what my idea is it's a way of disproving two qualities of the Judeo-Christian God. And the two qualities are justice and mercy. And what I'm attempting to show with my idea is that God is neither all-merciful nor all-just. And hopefully by disproving that, I think that should take out a lot of the believers, because although I have encountered someone so far who says that God need not be all-merciful, I doubt I could find someone who could say that God doesn't have to be all-just, because that's one of the main functions of God, is to be the ultimate judge. And so I think this may have a fairly large impact on those kind of people if they're willing to think logically about God, which some people are, some people aren't. But that's aside the point. Alright, I've got my idea written down so it's more coherent, and here it is. The mercy paradox is as follows. Is God all-merciful? If yes, is saving the life of someone who, by perfect judgment, is deserving of punishment an example of mercy? If yes, if this is true, then God, in his infinite justice, when he drowned the Egyptian soldiers following the Israelites through the Red Sea, had the option of acting more mercifully, in other words, not withholding his mercy, seeing as, although it was just that those men drowned, God had the power to save them. Since God could potentially have acted more mercifully, in other words, not withheld his mercy, he has potential to act more mercifully. Because God has potential to act more mercifully, he cannot be all-merciful. This is because an all-merciful being is always infinitely merciful. This being embodies the highest theoretical frequency of merciful actions forever. Therefore, an all-merciful being never has the potential to be more merciful, because it is already the most merciful it can be in any instance. Okay, that is the mercy paradox, and for anyone who's seen my video, the I'm not benevolent God, that's basically the argument I posed there. But just recently I developed a second part to that idea, because I realized that some people don't believe in a God that's necessarily all-merciful. And so they had no problem with that. So I looked at the other side of the coin with this one, and I'm still dealing with justice and mercy, but this is from the point of view of infinite justice. So here goes the justice paradox. The justice paradox is as follows. Is God all just? If yes, is judging someone according to what they've done an example of justice? If yes, according to the Bible, the man on the cross next to Jesus is in heaven, correct? If yes, is heaven unattainable by anything other than the mercy of God? If yes, then, because heaven is not what anyone justly deserves, and there is at least one person in heaven, they have achieved this status by receiving what they have not deserved, which is mercy. If they have received what they did not rightly deserve, then justice was not served. If justice was not served in at least one instance, then God acted at least once in a way which is not completely just. God cannot be all just, because a being which is all just is infinitely just in all instances forever. Because God has, at least once, demonstrated that he did not exercise justice, he is not an all-just being. Okay, I hope I made that argument clear. I should have this whole thing written down in the description box for you to check out. But give me criticisms of it, because I've only run this argument by 2 people, and it got mixed results. And keep in mind that this is only for people that are willing to use logic, because if someone's not willing to even accept, oh, actually, this argument stops people from making that claim. It stops people from saying that I'm just using my logic, and that it's and that God's logic is more because I use examples of justice given to us by God. So there are very few loopholes to this argument. So if they're there, I want someone to point them out to me, because that's really valuable, and I just want to find out the truth. Also, if you have looked through my argument and you can't find any problems with it, and you want to use it in a conversation with another person to try and show them with logic that the Judeo-Christian God doesn't exist, an important facet of the argument is that you don't tell the person that it's meant to disprove God, because the power the argument has lies in the fact that the starting premises are really simple to accept, really easy to accept, because they're either things that are obvious facets of belief, or even just things that God says about himself in the Bible. So don't just use this to get in someone's face, because I really just want to know how well it works, and I just want it to be like, here are the logical steps. They're all very simple. If you can't accept them, then you've I'm not even sure what you would do if you, in spite of this argument, it didn't faze you. I don't know what that would mean. I haven't thought about it yet. But yeah, don't shove this in someone's face. Just show them the logic. Just be on their side, so to speak.